fellow exorcists, and welcome to the Lair of the Film Exorcist. Tonight we will be taking a look at Wave, Listen to Me. The journey of one disgruntled young woman's journey into the wild rapids of talk radio. Now before we move on to my opinion, I'd like to just announce that this video is sponsored by Annie Mall. So go buy yourself some amazing low-priced anime merch, and every time you use the code FILM, you'll get 5% off your purchases, which is pretty low for her prices. Now, honestly, I'd have to say that this show must be the best one of 2020, especially since it's actually trying to do something new. Now, the story revolves around a down-on-her-luck restaurant worker who ends up blabbing her life away to the director of a well-known radio station, which turns her into receiving a job, and we watch her day-to-day life as a radio personality and as a human being. So, could I just be starstruck, or is Wave Listen to Me actually a big hit? Let's find out. So starting with our main characters, we have Minori Koda, the main protagonist, who seems to need a lot of therapy due to her major anger management problems, especially since they're a big motivator for the story. I mean, she definitely wouldn't have gotten into radio if she hadn't gotten drunk and ranted to Mato after her latest breakup. I mean, I don't even do that, and I got my heart broken last month, and then last year back in August. And you don't hear me ranting about it, do you guys? Up until now, which, dang it, I broke that meaning and that argument. But next we have Mato Kanatsuki, Minori's boss, who loves to mess with her, but he's also one of her biggest supporters, because if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have realized her talent, so in a way, he's the father figure she wishes she had in this show. And plus, she's way better than her other father, who has this very convoluted story about how she got her name, which, yeah, I wish we could have heard more about that. Dang it, Minori, why did you have to stop him? Now, with this show, I could definitely go on and on about the secondary characters because they're mostly given the same screen time as Minori, and the show decided to do the one thing that many refuse to do these days, and that is flesh out your secondary characters. I mean, I've tried to flesh out Silva. Sadly, he doesn't feel like he should come on the show or talk to you guys because he likes to be behind the stream, but when I start learning more about him, I will talk to him, and if you guys want to say happy birthday to him, his birthday was on September 11th. Yeah, that is some pretty bad luck. Sorry about that, Silva, and sorry this video came out later than expected. But, I mean, there's literally a really good side plot involving the restaurant, which has as much heart and believability as the main story of this show. So yeah, the characters are definitely really good, and they really drive the story home for me. Speaking of the story, let me explain why I loved it so much. Well, I mean, it's very rare that we get to see a nice calm anime about a group of people running a radio station. I mean, the only anime I can think of with a similar story is Shirobako, the anime about an animation studio and how anime is made, and we actually get to see them create two good anime that sadly I didn't watch because the specials ran a bit long and yeah, I just got lazy. Sorry about that. Maybe when I do review them, maybe I will review the specials as well. But yeah, I'm surprised there aren't that many shows like this out there to speak of, especially since this is a really simple concept that could have worked so many times. I mean, really, the only thing I've seen close to this kind of slice of life is the many romance anime that decide to take their stories nice and slow instead of rushing into weird antics that the writers use to try and make this show a lot more exciting. I'm looking at you, Kaguya-sama. Why? Why so many antics? Just take the story slow and don't turn it into something stupid like you already have. Make it a romance anime, not a rom-com or just a comedy about a romance. Do something better. But enough of my rant on that anime that I really hate. Actually, I noticed that watching this show, you'll realize that Mato kinda acts like the voice for the many creators who choose to spice up their shows with crazy ideas. I mean, literally, in the first few episodes and first few minutes of the first episode, we have our protagonist staring down a brown bear, which seems really excessive, but you gotta do what you have to do to get people's attention, even if it means jumping the literal shark sometimes. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Happy Days. Wow. Yeah, you guys went too far by having Fonzie jump that shark. And I mean, look at me. I'm doing interviews of my fetish out there. That's not jumping the shark. That's taking it slow and easy and trying to get my name out there through the help of good friends and good people who have like-minded beliefs like me. And yes, I'm into all that stuff that they talk about, so don't get up me. Now, the biggest surprise is this. This is Amazingly Normal, which was created by the same studio that gave us the action-packed adventures of the Gundam franchise and Cowboy Bebop, two of the most well-known series, who again are known for their strong story, but also they're known for their big action scenes and romance scenes. Really? If you told me Sunrise did the show, I wouldn't have believed it. And plus, I mean, I'm glad they didn't add a big criminal clown like Cowboy Bebop did. I mean, what the heck was with that episode? Instead, they give us her going after a supposed crime scene and trying to find out what's wrong with her neighbor, who actually might not be as crazy as she thinks when she's the one that's constantly blacking out drunk. Now, I definitely want to see a second season for this show, because these stories really need to continue. I want to see the ups and downs of Minori's new career, and I really want to see if Nakahara ever fulfills his dream of owning his own restaurant and having a wife to rule with him. Rule with him. Yeah, no, this isn't Darth Vader and Padme or... Damn, I can't think of anything else. That is actually very strange. Usually I know something like that. I guess Arthur and Guinevere in Camelot? Yeah, I guess. So yeah, there's so many ways this show can go, and I'm really hyped to see them. Unless the anime industry finally decides to kick it to the curb like most good shows. I mean, really? Give us one good show out there that you don't destroy. So if you haven't figured this out yet, I'm giving this show an 11 out of 10, and I feel this is a must-watch for anyone into slice of life anime, or you're looking for a really good anime to watch this season. So go watch. And if you haven't heard yet, I personally have started writing erotic short stories, so if you're interested in reading one, or you want me to write one for you, I have my social media in the description below, and you can hit me up on any of my social media. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next week. Film Exorcist, out.